Hi, I'm Julio Anta from Anta's Fitness and Self-Defense and the author of Anta's Ageless Warrior Fitness. I'm 60 years old. I'll be 61 in April. I want to talk to you how at 60 I stay flu-free. It doesn't matter the age. So the reason I'm saying that is because a lot of people say the older you get, you need that flu shot, or you're going to catch the flu and all that. Well, again, as you always guys that listen to me, I got to go to my notes because bad memory and I'll talk forever. I did this video on Monday, today's Friday, on Instagram for the first time, but for whatever reason, even though I put all the settings, I couldn't transfer it to Facebook or to YouTube, and it just disappeared, so I'm going to redo it. So, as I was saying, today I want to talk to you guys about how I stay free from getting the flu and colds without taking medication, without taking the flu shot. And I'm in my backyard, as you can see, and you'll understand why. Actually, I want to show you some things here. It's about 80 degrees here in Miami, and what is it today? It's like, I think it's the 10th, February 10th, around that time. And we're in the 80s, and you can see the sun, which I love it. All right, so as I was saying, sorry about that, I've never taken a flu shot. I have not taken any vaccines since I was 6 or 7 years old. I've lost track. Not that I lost track, I'm not going to remember. When I was a child, I was living in New York, and I had a reaction to some kind of a vaccine. And I ended up in the hospital. I don't remember, but my parents said I had to put tubes down my throat. I couldn't breathe. The allergy doctor said that I should never take anything, any vaccine, any shots that had penicillin, chicken embryo, or aspirin. Most vaccines, not all, but most vaccines have chicken embryo in it. So that saved me. I think it was a blessing in disguise, by the way, because I don't believe in the vaccine. First, and I'll repeat it again. This is my opinion. This is what works for me. I'm not prescribing. I'm not telling you what to do. Is what works for me. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm not a medical assistant, a dietitian, or nothing like that. It's just what works for me. The research I've done, how I do things to not have caught a cold or a flu. In 4.5 years, I caught one cold, and I'll be talking about that later. Okay, so on Wednesday of last week, a week and a half ago, my wife caught the flu really, really bad. I mean, she ended up going to emergency to do that flu test, and she was really beat, and she ended up taking that thing that they're giving you now, so the flu you don't feel as bad with the flu. So I freaked out with that. Then on Monday, this Monday, my assistant instructor texted me that he was feeling bad. He thought he had the flu. Apparently what he had was a cold. So he was out for 2 days. She was out like for 4 days. So you could see how stressful that was also. You know, both of them out one after the other, trying to handle everything in our martial arts fitness center. So I attribute not getting the flu and only getting one cold in 4.5 years to, yeah, you can barely see it, this plant, back these 2 plants here, I got 3 of them, I have 4, moringa. That is that changed my life. I used to get sick like 3-4 times a year, cold, sick, and all that. And I caught a cold about 1.5 years after I started the moringa, and after that I haven't caught anything. No colds, no flu. I'm still not sure it's been allergy or it's been my body fighting it. I've been, you know, like right before I went to the cruise. Actually, this year, you know, those of you that keep up with me know, I had some great things and I had a lot of negative. The great thing was I won the overall in the South Florida Bodybuilding Championships, over 60. The negative was I had from August to December, I had one thing after another happen. I had I always had yeah, acid reflux, so I ended up getting a procedure to open up my airway. That was one in August. 10 days before the competition, they had to pull a tooth out because I cracked it eating, and they had me on antibiotics, which I don't want to be on antibiotics, and also to retain water for my competition. And 2 days before the competition, had bleeding hemorrhoids, operated them a week and a half later. So all that stresses you out, and that would have been more of a reason to catch a flu. So then I go on a cruise to relax, and I had a sore throat and a stuffy nose for a few days. I don't know if it was an allergy or if it was my body, that I was going to catch something, but my body fought it off. So again, in almost 5 years, in November it'll be 5 years I've been using moringa. I started with the pills until my trees grew, everybody sells them now. Yet I strongly recommend Keen moringa, because I've even met the people that make it. Because a lot of it now, you know, when they start reproducing these things, they put fillers and a bunch of stuff, and it's not as strong as they say. So I usually take my moringa in a smoothie in the morning. Today I didn't do my smoothie. I was in a hurry to do a few things. You know, I already worked out. Great workout today. So I took it in pill form. I dry my moringa. I dry it. Then I grind it in a blender. Then I put them in I put some in capsules, and the other ones I just keep there and I throw it in. As I was saying, just after seeing my wife incredibly sick, I decided to take other supplements to keep my immune system strong, and as an added precaution, pretty much. So what I took was astragalus that I had been taking on and off. You know, for years I knew about astragalus, colloidal silver, echinacea, and schisandra. Schisandra I just heard about. I highly recommend listening to Peter Ragnar. He is, I think, in his 70s. The guy is one of the strongest guys you'll see, super healthy. And he was talking about that's one of the things he took to keep his immune system strong. So I started taking that. So I recommend everything that I just told you, everything I just said, and the moringa. If you're feeling, not if you're feeling, I do moringa all year long. 24/7, not 24/7, I do it in the morning, but 365 days a year and leap year. So the other things that I recommend is drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of water even though I don't drink enough. When I went to California about 2 years ago, I trained with one of the most extraordinary bodybuildings in the history of bodybuilding, Robbie Robinson, and he drank a gallon of water a day. I started getting close to the gallon, then I haven't, but I drink at least half, and I'm trying to get now to 3/4 gallon. Not just for immune system, for everything. Your body is mostly water. I eat healthy. If you're one of those, you know, stereotypical laying back, pot belly, you know, channel surfing all day, get out of work, eat pizza, cake, ice cream all the time, then your immune system's going to be bad, obviously. Because literally, you know, God put plants, herbs, fruits, vegetable on earth for us, for our health, to keep us from disease and to combat some diseases. Yet, today we eat processed food. I always say, and I'm not telling you I'm perfect. I don't think I said it. I eat healthy 80% of the time. 80%. There's been times, obviously, when I competed. I don't think it's the healthiest diet, but it's better than eating junk food. Spent 12 weeks on a bodybuilding diet, very low carbs, and at points, 0 carbs. So I was dieting strict. Right after the competition, I started eating just about, I'm not going to say every day, but anything I felt like eating, including in the cruise. Then for January, my wife and I did a sugar fast. What I mean by a sugar fast, not carbohydrates. We didn't eat any cake, cookies, ice cream, that type of sugar. So we did the fast for a month. And then right after that, I ate some ice cream, I ate some cake, different things. But now I'm going back to eating healthy most of the time. So eat healthy most of the time. If you're really out of shape, man, then I don't mean out of shape. Out of shape, if you do, you're still going to be out of shape. Totally unhealthy, eating so much junk food, then you might need, to fast. You might need to eat super healthy and detox yourself for a while. Open the windows. That's something that I used to not do. Here in Florida, man, it's so hot. Have the air conditioner on all the time. But lately I've been doing it. I open windows, let the air circulate. We need fresh air. That's why I love coming out here. See, as soon as I get done with this video, taking my shirt off, doing a little bit of Tai Chi, and if I have time, lay out in my hammock to get sun. Getting sun is of utmost importance. Getting sun brings your immune system up. That's the other reason I'm doing it out here, to talk about the sun. The sun brings your immune system up. Sun brings your testosterone up. You need it. It brings your vitamin D up. So, to me, it's very important. I don't use sunscreen. Then again, by the way, I'm not going to tell you that I am as white as a blonde hair, blue eye person. I'm not. Both of my sons are a lot fairer skinned than I am. But since I was a little kid, one of the things the doctor says to get rid of my allergies was to get sun. So I've been going to the beach and getting sun all my life, so my skin can take it more. I take it slowly so I don't peel. And you can see I have a tan now, not as deep as I wanted it. And I have to spend more time out here, or going to the beach, which is even better with the salt water. So, see where I'm at. All right, so no, I'm almost finished. What I'm going to do is just, as I said, I'll be 61 in April. I think I have a pretty strong immune system. And let me just recap what I was telling you guys. I haven't caught the flu. In the other video I did, I said, I expect not to catch it. Well, guess what? A lot of our students gotten flu and colds, and their parents. I work with kids too, so you can catch it easier. Before I started doing the moringa, if I would get wet with rain, I would catch a cold right away. I got wet last week more than once, still didn't catch it. My assistant instructor caught a cold. My wife had the flu. A lot of our students are still out with the flu. Some came back, and I haven't caught it. As of now, I really have the faith that I'm not going to catch it. And if I did catch it, I am not going to take the flu shot. And by the way, I might be allergic to the flu shot. It might have chicken embryo, but whether I am or not, I'm not going to take it. Or the medication they want you to take for the flu. I'll continue to just take more of the natural stuff, the way God made it, from herbs, from plants, to stay healthy. So I wanted to finish off again with, I am not a medical doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm telling you what worked for me. I believe in leading by example. If you guys keep up with me on Facebook, you'll see the things that I've been making, these motivational posters, and I've been posting things up. And you guys know my pet peeves. I'm not going to talk to you about a weakness I have. I might, but not to tell you how to, like if I had a pot belly, how am I going to tell you how to lose weight? If I couldn't throw a kick and, do martial arts, how am I going to teach? I'm going to talk to you about the things that I have experienced that have worked for me. And one of the things that's working for me is my immune system. It's pretty strong. At 60 years old, 60 and a half, you could say. I'd be 61 April. So I'm leading by example. Now, could I catch a cold? Sure, I could catch a cold. Can I catch the flu? Sure. But my record speaks for itself. 4.5 years, 1 cold, and I haven't caught the flu. So again, I'm not giving you medical advice. Not a doctor, not a registered nurse, not a medical assistant, nutritionist, or nothing like that. So I hope you guys got something from this. Again, my personal experience. As I always tell you guys, until next time, live fit, live fearless, and God bless.